Hey you guys, do you like the sheets that my wife chose for the couch? So do I. Alright, well, we have some quick pickups to show. I have done a lot of thrifting lately, just not filmed any of it. Uh, I've been kind of in a selling mode. I've been selling a lot of stuff the last week, 2 weeks. I've been doing really well with sales, and whenever I have a lot of sales, I just think, oh, well, now I need to go out to the op shops and get more stuff to sell. It seems to be working. There seems to be no end in sight to how much you can go out and find. Sometimes I'll go out and not find much, other times I'll find heaps of stuff, but it seems I'm always coming back with something. I'll show this stuff real quick. I'll try and keep this under 10 minutes. I want to do more videos, and I think doing it rapid fire like this is going to be the key to that. Hunting videos are going to be something I'll do every now and again, or I'll just throw the hunting footage in with footage like this. But I do like to show this stuff. I think it's educational for a lot of people, including myself. I feel like if I talk about it, I'm more likely to remember what stuff has value. So first up, this was all from today. We went to the local salvos in Rock-Lee. And this one here, the Master of Disguise for $1. I've sold this before, always for $14. I can't seem to get any more than that for this one, but $14 it does seem to sell pretty well. And two PS3 games. These were, like, that's the date right now, the 18th of the 9th, September. Oh, how the year has gone. So fast. But they were just put out this morning, and I was there at 10 a.m., an hour after opening. I went to two other places first. But already it seemed like it was pretty picked through. We did find these two. We have Smackdown vs. Raw 2010. Don't sleep on these wrestling games, especially the older ones, seem to be coming back into style. I think if they release a new wrestling game and it's really, really good, that some of these will go down in value, but the last few wrestling games that WWE has put out have been pretty bad. So I think a lot of people are going back and just playing the old ones. I think, especially because these ones, you play them and you unlock stuff as you play them, while in the new ones, you unlock stuff by buying it through DLC, and I think a lot of people don't want to do that. They'd rather unlock stuff through playing. I'll probably get 15 to 20 for that, and Soul Calibur, which isn't worth a lot, Soul Calibur 5, I do already have this, I think. I have some version of this. I might check it. If I don't have this version, I might keep it. This is one of Ezio. Seems like the Soul Calibur games always had the gimmick of putting in a character from another video game. I remember one had Link, another one had Ryo Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden games. Yeah, Soul Calibur 5 there. That was $2. The other one was $2 as well. I might be able to get 13, 15 for this. We'll see. The other PS3 games I had there, they had Skyrim there, and they had... I don't remember the other one, but it was kind of junky. From these salvos in Archerfield, I went to two Salvation Armies. I went to a Lifeline as well, but didn't find anything. I tried to just stay local. I found these two DVDs. One of them is a little bit heartbreaking. This one, Mozart and the Whale. This would be a really good find, except it's an X-rental. This was only $2, so I still picked it up. This would be worth $25 to $40, depending on condition, if it was a non-X rental. But as an X rental, it is a bit scratched up as well. Hey, it's me! It is a bit scratched up as well, so it might be worth in the 12 to 15. I'll throw it up for 12, see if it sells. I only paid $2 for it, so it doesn't really matter what I get for it, as long as it sells. I've never seen this one, though. I might sit down and watch it with the wife. She likes her rom-coms. And this one seems to go for about 20, Doctor Strangelove. Or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. I've always heard of this movie, but I've never seen it. I'm not sure if it's a good movie or not. Stanley Kubrick? It's probably a pretty good movie if it's a Stanley Kubrick one. I know this is supposed to be a kind of parody of something. I don't really know. we'll see how it is. I'll watch it and then I'll sell it. This was a really cool find. I usually don't look at a lot of books, but I've been watching channels where they do reselling and they show a lot of books that have value, so I already knew that some Terry Pratchett novels had value, the older first prints, but I looked through, I went to the tip shop to find this stuff. All of this stuff and this one came from the tip shop in Archerfield. And all of their books there are $1. Nobody was looking at the books, so I thought I'd quickly look through them, see if there's like... I've been looking through books lately because I want to try and find more biographies that I'd be interested in. I found the Wally Lewis biography, and I was kind of contemplating getting it, but I thought, I'm not that big into the rugby. He is a local legend, though. Terry Pratchett's Jingo. This one by itself, even minty in first edition, isn't worth a lot, even though it's over 20 years old now. But what I found as I went through it was this. I looked this up. It seems legit. I don't see a reason why someone would fake an autograph of Terry Pratchett. He's not... He is a very well-known author, but I wouldn't say he's famous enough that people would forge his name, if you get what I'm saying. Especially not for something that they were just going to donate to a tip shop, you know? That doesn't make sense to me. So I'm pretty sure they probably got this from like a book signing or something. I'm going to try and sell it. I've got it listed for first bid $20. If it goes up from there, that's cool, but if it only goes for $20, that's fine too, because I only paid $1 for it. A really good find here. This seems to be worth about $60. Eraserhead, a film by David Lynch. I've seen this movie. I don't care for it. I think, like a lot of David Lynch stuff, it's fine, but it's very trippy, and nothing really makes sense. I always see these videos on YouTube of people trying to explain David Lynch movies and other movies, and I've always been of the opinion of, if you need to explain things, then it kind of takes away from it. Like, if you have to explain why a joke is funny, it's no longer funny, it's just a bad joke. If you have to explain why a work of art, like a painting, is beautiful, that takes away from the painting. You should be able to just look at the painting and say, wow, that's beautiful, because if you looked at a waterfall, you would say, wow, that's beautiful, you know? It's the same with movies to me. If I watch it and I think it's dumb or I don't get it, then I don't like the movie. I understand people do like it, though. I don't know why. A dream of dark and troubling things. I just don't think it's a very good movie. But this was $10. They had a lot of brand new Blu-rays individually priced. This one was $10, but I thought it is worth quite a bit, so I will buy it. It is a fairly well-known movie for movie buffs too. I've sold this in DVD form used for like $30 in the past, so for $10 I thought I'll grab this as well. Red Cliff Part 1 and Part 2. This is brand new sealed as well. Blu-ray. And I just thought I've sold the used DVD in the past for more than $30, so this has to be worth at least $30. Usually I won't buy something unless I can triple my money on it, but even then, the higher its value, the more I am willing to pay. Like, I'm not going to pay $1 for something that I can only get $5 for, because after fees and shipping and all of that, it's not worth it. But something like that, it is worth it to buy for 10 and sell for 30. This one isn't worth anything. All of these individual DVDs were $1 each. This one isn't worth anything, but I thought it might be fun to sit down and watch. Series 7. My wife thought this might be interesting to watch too. It looks a bit like... What's that movie? Battle Royale. It looks a bit like that one. So we'll see how it is. Ace Lightning. 7 electrifying episodes. Episodes 1 through 7. These Ace Lightning sets, there's a few listings online that have these at a high dollar amount, but I can't find any sold listings, so I thought for $1, the disc is mint. I'll list it up for 10 to 15, see if it sells. We'll see. I remember this show from my youth as well. We had 2 Twilight Zone DVDs. My phone wasn't working for some reason. My phone's touchscreen has been on and off lately. I don't know how to fix it. So I wasn't able to check prices on these, but I thought they're $1 each. You know, Twilight Zone DVDs. These are so cool. I love the Twilight Zone, but they're not really worth anything, unfortunately. It seems the Twilight Zone is one of those shows that it just seems like people have forgotten it somewhat, which is a shame because the show is excellent, but you can buy the complete series for like $50, which is crazy to me because I remember when a single season set was over $50 by itself. This has some good episodes though, like the Odyssey of Flight 33. You know, that's awesome. Nightmare at 20,000 feet. That's where he sees the monster on the side of the plane. The monsters are due on Maple Street. Yeah, there's some good episodes here. Definitely worth grabbing just to watch. Getting Square. If you ever see this one, pick it up. The last copy I bought of this sold for $24, and it sold within a week of me listing it, so definitely worth grabbing for only $1. Yeah, definitely worth grabbing. Good Aussie movie, good comedy. Comedy even. Amadeus. I sometimes do generic searches on eBay just to see if some stuff is worth anything. Like, I'll look up rare Blu-ray or rare DVD, and then I'll keep the pages saved or open for a while just to kind of try and memorize it, and that's something I did for Amadeus. I'm sure I've passed over copies of this many a time. It's not really my kind of movie, but it does seem to have value now. I'm not sure how much, I just remember it has value. It's the life story of Mozart. It's very, very long. 173 minutes. I like classical music, I think, more than most people would. But for me, classical music is just pleasant sounds. I can't listen to classical music and really connect it together much. So I'm not really interested in the movie. This is the one I'm interested in. Never seen this one, The Wild Bunch. It's supposed to be a very good movie. Has some good actors in it. Ernest Borgnine. He did a Simpsons cameo from memory. That's what I remember him from. It's supposed to be very good. It's not worth anything, but I'll sit down and give it a watch. One that you should always pick up. I always get $17, $18 for this. Memento even. Unfortunately, I also find quite a few copies of this in bad condition, so it seems to be one that it's not terribly hard to find, but just like Dogma, it's one that's maybe harder to find in good condition. Just for whatever reason, it's maybe one that people didn't take care of. This one is Minty Mac. Looks brand new. Should be an easy $18. Woodstock 99. I've sold this in the past. This one doesn't have the sheet that it's supposed to come with. It's supposed to come with a sheet that says like what times each band is on. This is in mint condition. I think the other copy I had was the littlest bit scratched and wasn't in the best condition. But I think I got about 12 to 15 for the other one, so I should be able to get that for this one as well, considering the disc is mint. I think Woodstock 99 is like one of those all-time flops from memory. Amazon Women on the Moon. I thought this one would just be fun to watch. I looked it up when I got home. It's not worth anything. It is a very strange looking movie though, so I will sit down and watch it with the wife. It is brand new sealed. But I will be opening it. Yojimbo. This was an excellent find. I didn't realize at the time. I thought, oh yeah, an Eastern Eye movie I haven't watched this one in a while. I've seen Yojimbo before, but I don't remember really anything about it. I think this might be the one about the guy that goes to the town and they and they elect him as help to try and fight off bandits or something. I think that's it, and he teaches the town to defend for themselves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. I don't think I've seen this one in years and years and years, but it's worth quite a bit now. The opened DVD seems to sell from $20 to $30, so the sealed DVD is probably more in the $40 range. I do want to watch it, but I'm not going to open it up and hurt its value, especially since it's out of print. Mulholland Drive, after I talk shit about David Lynch, I bought another one of his movies. I've not seen this one, but it does have Naomi Watts, and she is very hot. And that's all I know about it. I think one of my YouTube friends is really a fan of this movie. He says it's very good, so I'll sit down and watch it, see how it is. And finally, no value here, but Pawn Stars, Season 2 and Collection 3, just something to watch. I really enjoy this show, the things these people bring into this pawn shop. I know it's all staged, it's all fake shit, but it's just cool to see these items and see, like, a brief history of them. And I do enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching all of these kind of shows. Although I do think if you do watch these kind of shows, you owe it to yourself to watch proper YouTube resellers as well, because that's where you're really going to learn stuff. This stuff has people bringing in like holy grail items every episode, but usually you're not going to find a lot of holy grail items every week when you're out hunting or at the garage sales, so watch the YouTube people instead. It's interesting. One of these is put out by A&E and the other one the History Channel. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I will show you the next time I have any pickups to show. This is here in my house, bidding you farewell. Have a good one.